Hey everyone, make a quick video here just to update on some of the citrus that I'm working on here. This is the Dallas, Texas area, North Texas. I recently moved. This is I'm at my new house right now, so I'm starting over. I left some of the citrus, well, I left all of the citrus and the blueberries behind, so I'm going to start over, make some new videos, and show you guys how it's going. It is September right now, and here in Dallas, well, I guess everywhere, but this is a Meyer Lemon. I bought this one this year, I believe, and I transplanted it. I think it's about a 2-gallon pot. It was in a small, very, very small size pot, and I went ahead and transplanted it this year. I let it grow just because I am starting fresh. I don't have any citrus. I don't have many citrus. So I just wanted to see some fruit on the trees. I thought it would be cool. I know, usually I wouldn't let it grow any citrus, but I went ahead and did that. Anyway, that's a Meyer Lemon, improved Meyer Lemon. It's doing very well. I use the soil, the potting soil that they sell at Home Depot, the one for citrus. It's a little bit more expensive, but it works great. They love it. The only thing about that one is that you do have to water it quite often. And I'll just kind of walk around. This is my front yard, on my porch area here. You do have to walk around. I'm sorry, you do have to water it very often because it's so quick draining. And here in Dallas, the sun gets so strong in the summertime that it will dry it out quickly. So in the intense heat, I actually moved it from my backyard to my front yard because in my backyard they would get the afternoon sun, and I noticed that they weren't liking it back there. Even though I was watering it almost every day, they weren't liking that direct, strong afternoon heat. So I moved it to the front porch. So now they get morning sun, and they right now they have partial shade, but normally they'll get like around 6 to 7 hours of that morning sunshine, and after that it's mostly shade. But they seem to love it. Everything that I plant out here in the front seems to thrive. Like this Meyer Lemon, for instance, started to bloom as soon as I brought it to the front. I think that's a kumquat, I believe. I grew it from seed. Anyway, I might transplant that or plant that in the ground. Don't know when. I have to look it up, see when it's a good time to transplant those. But it's doing very well. You can see it there. And then these are 2 blueberries. These are the blueberries I bought. I bought them from the bags at Home Depot. They come in like those $3 bags. I got them on sale. They're like $1.50 each. They were tiny. They looked almost dead. There was like 2 stems like just sticking out of the bags, and here they are now. They're looking great. I mean, next year I'm expecting some production out of these 2. I don't know. Oh yeah, this is the pink blueberry, pink lemonade. This one's the pink lemonade one, and this is just a rabbit eye, a premier blueberry. Got those on sale, and that is a grape seed. I don't remember exactly what it was called, but it was some seedless grape, purple grape. Planted that, got that on sale also. It wasn't doing too good at the store. I bought it because it was on sale. I thought I could salvage it, and it's doing awesome. You can see it's growing all through here. They just love this morning sun and afternoon shade. I mean, this sun, the afternoon sun's too strong for them. This is parsley. This is oregano. This is basil, spicy basil, and then just regular basil. I planted those from seed. I just threw a bunch of seeds in the pots and watered them every day, and look how much. I mean, I can't keep up. I haven't. Some of those are starting to bloom. I can't eat it all. So I'm thinking I might dry some, keep some dried up in jars. That's lettuce. I forget what kind of lettuce it was, but I planted that from seed also, and that's growing pretty good. This is my, let me go over here. This is my key lime, thornless key lime, that I purchased last year. I've been taking care of this one pretty good. Last year we had a big thunderstorm, and if you look closely, I have it tied up to a stick, because last year the storm actually blew it over, and it actually broke from down here, from where the stump and the roots meet, and it just tilted over, and I thought it was done. I thought it wasn't gonna make it, but I went ahead and took care of it real well, and it's doing awesome now. You can see the trunk size is pretty good, about that big. I mean, this thing was a stem when I bought it. So here it is now. I keep it pretty short, about 4 feet tall. I don't like letting them grow too big. I noticed that if I let my trees grow too big, I think the general rule is to keep it the same size as the pot, around the same size as the pot. So I try to do that with my trees, and I noticed that if I do that, they produce more. So this thing was very overgrown, and I was just letting it go because I figured, you know, I didn't think it was gonna make it, but since it was growing out so much, I just let it grow. But I did trim it here about 2 months ago. And citrus trees, really, you can trim any time of the year. If you trim them, they kind of grow more. It stimulates them. But this is a small production. I haven't had much production from this tree, but I believe it's because of that strong heat that it was getting in the backyard. It just didn't like it, no matter how much water I was giving it. So as soon as I brought it to the front part of the house, where it was getting that 6 to 7 hours of heat in the morning, or sunlight in the morning, it just loved it. It started to produce. Here's some key limes here, different stages too. This thing just bloomed. Not about a couple weeks ago. The weather here in Texas, in Dallas, as you can tell by the hurricanes, has been crazy, and it's rained so much this season that it looks like the plants are like under the illusion that it's spring again. I mean, all my plants are taking off. So you can see the different stages here. Sorry, I'm trying to zoom in on some of these things. The light's kind of making my phone act up a little bit. See, so different stages. There's some. See, it just got through blooming not too long ago. So, see that there? Yeah. So different stages of lemon key limes. Couple spread out everywhere. Couple of a few lemon key limes there. You know, just kind of spread out there. But so this goes to show you that you know, just because these trees love the sun, doesn't mean that you can just throw them out in the sun, especially when they're in pots. The moisture just does not hold with this intense heat, and they don't like it. You know, they shut down. and I brought this to the front part of my house about 2 months ago. Sometime in it was in August, the first week of August, because I was going on vacation and I set up a irrigation. I set up an automatic irrigation. You can see the pipe here because I didn't want it to dry out. I was gonna be gone for a week and it was really hot. So I set up a automatic irrigation so it would turn on and irrigate itself, or I would have somebody come and irrigate it. You know, and I kind of wanted everything bunched in together so I wouldn't lose anything, so everything would get water. And you know, I was able to. It just loved it up here in the front. It loves that summer sun, and then it kind of just, you know, it just gets partial shade most of the day, kind of like this. Just you know, small little you know, small little lines of light, and it just loves it. It's thriving. It started to bloom almost immediately. It started to produce fruit, and then my Meyer Lemon started to bloom and produce fruit almost immediately when I brought it to the front. So that goes to show you, you know, you just kind of have to adapt to where you live. But anyway, okay, I'm gonna cut this video short. I don't think I might be out of time. Anyway, I'll be back with some more videos. Thanks.